This is a century of the most advanced species of monkeys, which are humans. Our technology has made our lives simpler by disrupting the Earth's ecology. The Earth's atmosphere has seen the most extreme alterations in its history. We are in the midst of a period of global warming, plastic pollution, air pollution, water pollution, soil contamination, and even sound pollution. Climate is not changing regularly, and our living conditions are ludicrous. Between 1906 and 2005, the global average surface temperature climbed by 0.6 to 0.9 degrees Celsius, 1.1 to 1.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and the pace of temperature rise has nearly quadrupled in the previous 50 years. This is all due to the influence of greenhouse gases, which cause global warming. If the current rate of climate change continues, we must reconsider our place on this planet. Will the circumstances on Earth be suitable for future survival? What are we heading for? Are we heading in the right direction? If the Earth's atmosphere becomes saturated in 50 or 100 years, humans will have to look for another planet to relocate to. Mars, which is slightly more than half the size of Earth, can play an important part in the survival of the human species. It can reach 95 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 125 degrees Celsius, in the winter and 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 degrees Celsius, in the summer. Mars' atmosphere is less than 1% the thickness of Earth's. And it neither protects the planet from the sun's radiation, nor does anything to retain heat at the surface. The atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, 3% nitrogen, 1.6% argon, and trace amounts of oxygen, water vapor, and other gases. However, it is neither breathable nor livable there. However, by utilizing the available resources and technology, we may be able to create our own habitable space there. It is entirely conceivable to live there by turning the abundant air on Mars into oxygen and extracting water from the planet's polar caps. There are several ideas for infrastructure design theories accessible, as well as how to deliver air and water to such buildings for living necessities. MOXIE, Mars Oxygen in Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, is an exploratory technology experiment that will create a tiny amount of pure oxygen from Martian atmospheric carbon dioxide, CO2, using a technique known as solid oxide electrolysis. There are also numerous proposals for changing the atmosphere of the entire planet such that it catches more heat from the sun by boosting greenhouse gases by bombardment of gases on the planet, making Mars ideal for plants and microbes and converting its carbon dioxide into oxygen. After 50 to 100 years, we may have progressed to the point where we might relocate to Mars, because life on Earth will become impossible for all living beings at this rate of pollution. Another hypothesis proposes that Mars be nuked. The fastest approach to melt Martian ice is to launch nuclear bombs over the poles, releasing enough energy to melt them. There is one limitation, however: there is just not enough CO2 to cause global warming. According to NASA satellite data, even removing all carbon dioxide from the surface of Mars would only raise the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. The average temperature is minus 63 degrees Celsius. Furthermore, there is no atmosphere above you to breathe or shield you from UV radiation. So don't buy a plane ticket just yet. However, minus 53 Celsius is marginally more bearable than minus 63 Celsius. To get there, nukes would have to be blasted above the surface to avoid a full-fledged nuclear winter from the expelled dust and debris. We would have to deploy hydrogen bombs, which create far less toxic fallout than nuclear weapons, or risk creating a Chernobyl-like globe. It will also be the most costly endeavor in human history, with a modest price tag of multi-trillion dollars. Not to mention the legal and ethical difficulties that come with nuking a whole planet that we assume has or had life on it. That is where the genuine thrill resides. We haven't found a fantastic answer to repair Mars all at once, but we are living in a period when people are prepared to explore the planet that has tantalized us for generations. That makes the present one of the most exciting eras in human history.
Encourage us by subscribing to our channel and watching more videos like this.